Welcome back to a new video. It is time to give an update on my slightly overambitious plan for 2026. I had intended to work on my 2 handwritten book projects. This would be this one here, a fantasy mystery with hints of romance, and the other one that you saw a video for not too long ago, which is a love story in 2 parts. And my update so far is that it is not going particularly well. Initially, my plan was to write a single page in each project every day during the week so that I could have 5 pages in each project as I move forward. This would give me plenty of time during the year to write these books very slowly but still make, a reasonable amount of progress. It's not happening quite like I anticipated. Firstly, my days are very well packed in. I have a strict routine that I have to stick to for various health issues, and trying to add in 20 minutes, half an hour to write a single page in each project every day, that's 2 pages a day, is proving to be quite difficult. Now, I have managed to make some progress in that I will manage 2 or 3 pages a week on one particular project, this one, but I haven't been able to establish a daily writing by hand practice, at least not for fiction writing. I do keep a daily journal, but that's an entirely different matter. This has been slightly unsurprising to me. I knew that it would be rather difficult to go in and produce a book by hand every day. 2 projects was certainly very ambitious indeed, and I kind of knew that this would happen. Not so much that I would be so busy that things were going to slow down, but that my desires and ambitions outweighed my ability. So, I have taken one of these projects off the table. I have removed a love story in 2 parts for the moment, and I'm going to be focusing on this story. This is called These Webs We Weave. It is a mystery with fantasy, primarily fantasy, less mystery, and a romantic subplot that I am enjoying quite thoroughly. As you can see, I have made a fairly decent amount of progress in this story. I am on chapter 10, and I am getting further in. The mystery is getting quite dramatic at this point. I have also been working on this story for over a year now, so it has far more of my attention than a love story in 2 parts, and frankly, I really want to get it done. Not so much because I'm tired of the project, but because I love it so much. I am enjoying it quite a bit. So I am going to, in future, devote a good portion of my attention to writing this book by hand. I have absolutely no idea whether I will be able to manage a single page a day for the duration of the year, but certainly I can at least do 1 or 2 per week. That would be lovely and ideal, given my schedule constraints. One thing I have learned in the process of trying to do these 2 projects, trying to write a book by hand rather slowly, is that it is entirely different than writing on a computer. And you're going to look at me and say, Evelyn, duh, of course it's different. You're writing with a pen versus typing at a ridiculous rate of speed on a computer. And it's more than that. It feels like I'm getting deeper into this story than I am sometimes with the books that I write on a computer, write by keyboard. And not so much that the story itself is deeper, that the characters are deeper, but that I mentally feel more like I'm in the same room as them, that I am sharing these experiences rather than telling the story. And it's delightful. I am so enjoying the meditative process of putting pen to ink and then letting my mind melt into the page and experience these events with the characters. It feels really wonderful, and I enjoy it quite a bit. Now, I should let you know that as with all my other books, I have only the most basic plan for where this story is going to end up. I am a consummate pantser. I do not plan my books in advance. I merely think about them a lot. And I have certain scenes in my head that I know I want to get onto the paper, and then I fill in the gaps as I go. And this book in particular has surprised me quite a bit. I knew that it would have a romantic subplot, but I had not expected the mystery to be quite as prominent as it currently is. Yes, it is a fantasy mystery, and so obviously the mystery has to play a large part of it, but there's something more to this mystery, and I think it's spilling over into the romance as well, and I'm really interested to see where my story will go, where these characters will end up, and how dramatic it's going to get, because I have a feeling it's going to be quite dramatic indeed. Perhaps not epic as in world-ending, but certainly intense, possibly dark, and the stakes are very high, at least for these characters. I have no idea whether or not I'm going to finish this project by the end of the year, whether I will be even able to finish this notebook by the end of the year. I'm hoping that as I intentionally seek out a daily practice if possible, and certainly a multiple times per week practice at minimum, that I can really move forward with this project and push its boundaries to the point where it makes sense to start transcribing it into my word processing program. But at this point, I'm also still just enjoying the process quite a bit. So we'll see where that takes me. For anyone wondering, I got this notebook off of Amazon. It is a simple Tree of Life faux leather notebook with lined paper. The paper is nothing fancy. It's not terribly thick. It does hold up reasonably well to fountain pen use, and so I shall link it in the description below if I can find it, but I don't know. It's been quite a while since I purchased this notebook. I've had it for a good long while. And as far as the pen goes, this is the Rotring Artpen, and it is in the extra fine tip. I have two of these. They were both gifts from various people, and I do not like it very much. It is not super comfortable in the hand. It's very lightweight, which is normally grand, but the the barrel of the pen is thick enough that it kind of hurts my hands, and honestly, the extra fine nib is a misnomer because it is not at all extra fine. So I shall be destashing this pen and its compatriot in favor of some others, of which I am particularly fond. I'm curious, how are your writing projects going? Do you write by hand at all, or are you the sort to have to put everything into a notes app or a computer? I would love to know, and I'd love to hear what it is that you're working on. Partly because I enjoy snooping, and also because I'm likely to want to read the book. So, do let me know, and in the meantime, I had better get back to writing quickly. Have a great day, happy writing, and I shall see you next time.